Welcome back to Time to Unwind, the show that brings you all of the latest watch news from this month.
We'll be taking a look at some new watch releases, while also taking a look at some industry news and highlighting some new products on the WatchGecko store.
We've got a lot of watch news to get through, but first we've got to do a wrist check. So what are you wearing, Tom?
I am wearing this beautiful Omega Speedmaster Professional on a strap, which we will be covering later in this video. What are you wearing, George?
I am wearing the brand new Fears and Studio Underdog O2 Series Manhattan. I mean, look at that dial. It's another piece from the cocktail collection, and I'm very happy to be wearing it today.
It is stunning. Let's get into the news.
So, first up in the news, we have Ace Jewellers have announced they are opening a London showroom coming this autumn.
Very exciting.
It is. Well, the first I heard about Ace Jewellers was when they became a stockist of Fears. So what can you tell me about them?
So they are an Amsterdam-based family-owned jewellers. Well, Fears is a good example because they specialise in some sort of the smaller brands, the more unique brands. So some of the other ones I mentioned would be like Ming and J& Shapiro.
Both also members of the Alternative Horological Alliance.
Absolutely.
Which is really cool.
So family-run jewellers, and their sort of philosophy is that they want to create a retail space which is sort of not quite traditional in a sense.
Yeah.
So it's not like you go in and there's loads of stuff and there's a salesperson that comes up and says, so what occasion is this for?
Yeah.
Which I'm sure you've heard plenty of times.
I've been on both ends of that.
Absolutely. So this is going to be set up like a private lounge in Mayfair. Beautifully decorated like their Amsterdam boutique as well. And it's just a place to meet and discover watches and learn and enjoy and be a part of the community. So this is going to be managed by Alon, who is one of the sons of the founder of Ace Jewellers. So still keeping it within the family.
Oh, nice.
And it's just going to be a really comfortable space in the heart of London where you can go and talk about some really amazing pieces. I'm very excited to see a J& Shapiro in person.
Yeah, I'm very excited about that as well, because as we were talking about before we started filming, they're sort of smaller batch, really beautifully made.
Stuff you don't see on the high street kind of thing. Yeah.
So it sounds like it's going to be sort of a cross between the more enthusiast and very unpressured environment of Time and Tide and a more traditional watch environment with maybe higher end brands and stuff. So it's going to be a combination.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And they've got some really cool collaborations that they've done recently as well. So I think Nomos was the most recent one. They had some really cool dial colours with Nomos. So there'll be more of that kind of thing coming hopefully in the future as well.
Dutch orange inspired collaborations. Yeah. They were really, really cool. I'm a big fan of Nomos. But by the time this goes out, I will have been to Glashütte.
You will, which is very exciting. But I was also just thinking that kind of orangey tone is very autumnal.
Ooh.
It's making me think of pumpkin spice lattes and fall leaves.
And are we in autumn now?
We are. Basically,
September is autumn, and the trees are shedding leaves because we've had such a dry summer. They should not have started yet, but that's bad. But Ace Jewellers coming to London, that's very exciting. Yes. I will have to visit because
keep your eyes on their socials for more updates as well.
Their list of brands is beautiful. They do Volcane, which I'd really like to see some in person.
It's not a brand you see in shops very often anymore, is it, Volcane?
No, it's not. Unfortunately. Even Sartori Billard. That would be really cool to see.
Just scroll over Nevada Grenchen as well. That's another brand.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have scrolled over that.
That's fine. That's all right.
Honestly, that's just really exciting.
It's going to be
I'm so glad that you mentioned this. And our next piece of news.
Something else that's very exciting for me personally.
Because you're a big fan of them, aren't you?
I am a big fan.
You are?
I am. I'm a big fan.
IWC Curated. Mm-hmm. I think this is another example of Rolex set the tone in the industry with the certified pre-owned program, where you get a nice special different coloured set of paperwork. Ooh. You pay 30% more for the same watch. And now IWC has followed suit with their own, essentially, certified pre-owned program.
Yeah, and they've called it IWC Curated.
Yeah.
And what I think differs this a little bit from Rolex pre-owned is that this is actually a curation of models. So this is vintage watches from IWC's 150-year history that have been sourced by IWC themselves, restored, serviced, and then they're sold to everyone with a 6-year warranty from factory.
That's really cool.
So it's a really safe way to buy vintage, and you know it's going to be working, and anything that goes wrong with it will be covered under that warranty.
That is really cool. That's a larger warranty than you get with a lot of new watches.
It is, yeah.
So that's pretty
Well,
incredible.
IWC offer an 8-year warranty on their new watches. So this is kind of almost that, but for vintage stuff, which they've then sourced. So I think that's really cool that they're almost pushing it to the same level as their brand new stuff.
I mean, I used to work with Rolex in one of their ADs, and that was a 5-year warranty.
Yeah.
Tudor, 5 years. So the fact that you're getting 6 years with a pre-owned watch is fairly phenomenal.
It is very cool. So you mentioned Rolex charge more for certified pre-owned than you would if you were buying it from another grey market dealer, something vintage. I'd be interested to see how the prices will be affected. So I had a quick look on Chrono24 this morning, and the 4 models that they're starting the curation with are the Ingenieur SL, Ingenieur Automatic, the Da Vinci, and the Mark 11. So I had a quick look, and the Mark 11 you can get for around £5,000 to £6,000 in the UK currently. And the Ingenieur SL is £18,000 to £20,000. So I'll be interested to see how the curated prices compare to those from reputable dealers, and whether there's going to be a big markup for you getting that kind of restoration and the warranty and the new service papers and the historical documentation as well.
I guess there's a comparison to be made between, for example, buying a pre-loved vintage car that is sort of a bit ropey and stuff, and it's just the experience of owning the car, versus buying a fully restored one.
Yeah, like a concourse level, fully decked out resto mod or something.
Because you'd expect to pay a lot more for that car.
Yeah, and you do.
Yeah.
So maybe the same applies here.
Yeah.
But we'll just have to wait and see. IWC's pricing is quite good.
Yeah.
They've just had a price decrease this year, which is kind of unheard of.
I mean, JLC did it.
It was Richemont Group, I think, as a whole.
Yeah.
But
they realised it
was too high, wasn't it?
And they weren't, in my opinion, I heard they weren't really selling enough.
Well, there was that whole thing with the boutiques closing down as well, wasn't there? Yeah. So, yeah, I think it was a necessary move, but still one that meant it was good news for us because we got a reduction in our RRPs.
Woo! Woo! I mean, and we haven't got it on our list of news stories, but I think I just wanted to mention it because we talked about tariffs last time, and we are starting to see some price increases in the industry. So I'm just going to touch on it for a minute. But for example, Patek Philippe, they've just announced a 15% price increase in the US specifically.
Right.
And there is talks. I've seen it, and it's been widely reported, but there is a Swatch Group price increase coming, which is reported it will be 10%.
Okay.
Which, if these are down to tariffs, then that's fairly significant. If they're going to go on a 10% price increase, then they can't moan when they sell even fewer models than they are at the moment.
They can't.
Because, I mean, imagine charging 10% more for a Breguet than they currently do.
That's going to be ridiculous. Or even some of the Blancpain stuff.
Yeah. Or some of the Glashwood Original stuff.
Yeah.
Or just... Yeah, so...
we'll see how that goes.
They give me a headache. Yeah.
Yeah.
Swatch really does give me a headache. But that's the news.
That is the news.
I just wanted to touch on the price increases because it's
still important.
It is significant.
And it's still relevant as well.
But the IWC Curated is very cool.
It's exciting.
And Ace Jewelers does make me very excited because...
Even more excited.
Yeah, they both make me very excited. So that's positive stuff.
Good news.
To be very excited about.
Awesome. Should we move into the new releases?
Let's do it.
It's been a very busy month.
Oh my God, has it been a busy month. So to give you guys some context, Tom here is full-time at WatchGecko.
I am.
I am not. And it's so fun because I'll get into the office on a Monday morning and I will just get about 30 emails from forwarded to me from Safi, who is the editor of the WatchGecko magazine, just of new releases, and particularly with Geneva Watch Days, it has been mental. So I think you counted them, didn't you?
I had 92 press releases hit my inbox this month.
Which means I would have also had 92 press releases. One of them is about what I'm wearing.
Absolutely.
But we'll talk more about that in a minute.
We will touch on that.
So we really did have to distill it into what we found the most interesting.
We very much condensed this list. But into the first release.
Dennison Jewel Time. I mean, how could we not talk about this? It is stunning. And what a cool way to implement a dual time, because Dennison are known for their stone dials.
Yes.
I mean, there's something to be said for stone dials being overdone, but then having a dual stone dial on a dual time
adds another element, doesn't it?
My gosh. My favourite would have to be the Black Marble and the Tiger Eye.
That is possibly my favourite as well. I've also put a picture in there of the Aventurine, which has the full Aventurine dial. I really like how they've got the collection in sort of two different specifications. So there's one where you can have a stone dial which has a different stone on each time zone.
Yeah.
And then there's one where you've got the stone dial across, but then the second time zone has almost like a gear shade wheel in the stone dial itself.
I'm not such a fan of that.
You're not?
No.
You don't think it differentiates enough?
I think it differentiates more than enough. I'm just not such a fan of how it looks.
Okay, fair enough.
If I'm being entirely honest. I still think it's really cool, but my personal preference is to the two different stones. I think that is, and excuse my French, bloody awesome.
It is.
Yeah?
I'll give you a little anecdote here. So I showed my fiancée these watches. I like showing my fiancée watches because she's not particularly into watches. So I'll get a very quick answer as to whether she thinks something is cool or not. She'll just be like, no, hate that, or yes, love that.
9.
She added one of these to cart while I wasn't looking and nearly bought it. That's how much she likes this watch. So we know that it's cool because she has very high standards when it comes to watches. So that's pretty high praise.
That is very high praise. And you know that people love these because you are just starting to see them everywhere. You are just starting to see Dennison. I can't not see them whenever I open up Instagram at this point. Whether it's someone wearing one, whether it's a news article about them, they're just sort of eking into, at least for the enthusiasts, the entire zeitgeist.
Absolutely.
So what are some of the specs?
This is a 37 by 35 millimeter case, so the standard Dennison range that you'll know and love.
Yeah.
Same case size. It's also 6.1 millimeters thick, so we're not compromising on thickness or case size by adding the second time zone.
Yeah.
And the reason for that is because essentially what they've done is just added a second quartz Ronda caliber 1032, which is a Swiss quartz movement. So there's two calibers in this now, powering each time zone individually, and there's two crowns either side, which I think is very cool symmetry.
That is very cool.
It's not something you see very often on watches. These are not limited. So these are part of the standard Dennison range now, and they come on a series of leather straps, and you actually get to choose at the checkout which strap you want to go for, so you can customise them before you buy. These will be £667 in the UK, also available at Time and Tide.
That is not as well. Bad pricing at all.
No, it's great pricing.
I really like that. I'll tell you my one issue with Dennison though.
What's that?
I wish they made something that was manual wind.
Okay. Maybe one day. It would make sense, wouldn't it, for them to...
just a beautiful little manual wind dress watch with a stone dial.
They'd have to raise the price point, but I could see
of course,
being something that they do in the future.
But like an SW 1000 movement like the Fears use on the Arnos.
Yeah, that would be good.
Like, just a little manual wind movement. Yeah. Or no, that's automatic. Yeah, that is automatic on the Arnos. And it's just a tiny little movement. But I'd love to see them do something mechanical because I'm not a snob, but I'd just love one of these to be mechanical.
I love the tactility of winding a movement.
Absolutely.
Which you don't get with quartz. I totally understand that.
I mean, I appreciate the fact that the quartz movement that they're using is excellent. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's just what I would like to see. But in terms of this release, I love it.
Yeah, 10 out of 10.
Yeah, absolutely.
Something else that was cool is that the day before this was announced, on Instagram, Tim Green from Subdial was wearing a Piaget dual time, which had a very similar kind of hand layout. And I thought that was the coolest thing ever. And then the day after, these Dennisons were launched. So it kind of planted that seed the day before of this really cool vintage reference. What, the Piaget or the Dennison?
The Dennison. Or the Piaget.
To be honest with you, I am really tempted. I need a really good dressy watch. And I think this is something special, different, but still well priced.
It's not going to break the bank.
It's not.
I mean, my dream dress watch would be a JLC Reverso.
Mine would be an FP Journe, which would break the bank.
Or a Cartier Tank.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Or even a Panther de Cartier.
Yeah, beautiful.
Absolutely gorgeous. Just like, it's essentially a Santos, but smaller. Mm-hmm. But Dennison, if you've only got less than £1,000 to spend,
can't go wrong.
Perfecto.
Amazing. Slightly more well-known brand now in Seiko
Are they more well known
than
Who knows?
most brands, I would think. Yeah.
Who knows about Seiko?
This is actually probably one of my favourite Seiko releases of, I want to say, like the last few years.
Really?
I love this design.
So you prefer this to the Pepsi?
Funnily enough, yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
Pepsi's more interesting, but I think this is more beautiful.
Yeah, I'm
a Coke Zero fan, so that's where my allegiance lies.
What I will say about this release is, obviously, it's part of the Presage line, which are generally associated with the cocktail time watches, which this is, well, it's no different. This seems to most certainly be inspired by some sort of cocktail.
It's actually not.
Is it not?
Shall I tell you where the history of this this wonderful colour comes from?
I'm very interested.
So this is called Shiracha, and that's Shiracha, not Sriracha, the hot sauce.
Okay.
So this is an ancient Japanese dye colour that was used during the Edo period. Now that's a history in Japan which is known for its peace, prosperity, political stability and cultural growth.
Lovely.
It occurred between the years of 1603 and 1868.
Oh.
So it's quite a famous period in Japan's history of kind of cultural growth, and this dye colour that they've used on the dial, this Shiracha, was very popular during that period of time.
That's very cool. Thank you for educating me.
That's all right.
Yes. Oh,
although it does
amazing.
look tasty, doesn't it? It looks like
It does look very tasty.
like a milky honey.
And I guess if you do look at it, there's one little detail which does tell you that it's not a part of the Cocktail Time collection. That's the counterbalance on the second hand.
Of course.
Because usually the counterbalance on the cocktail watches is the end of a little cocktail stirrer. So I should have looked more closely, but...
Well, there's a fun little detail for everyone that didn't know that before.
But what I was going to say originally is it's priced higher than you'd expect for a member of the Presage collection.
A little bit.
And I think that's mostly down to the movement.
Yeah, so this is powered by the 6R55.
Yeah.
Which is one of Seiko's premier movements. It's regulated to -15 and plus 25 seconds a day, and it's got a 72-hour power reserve, which is pretty good.
And I'm assuming, unlike much of the rest of the Presage collection, sapphire glass.
Yes. And this is also a limited edition to 3,000 pieces.
3,000 pieces?
That's Seiko. It's more limited than Pepsi.
That was 7,000.
That was 7,000.
So 3,000 pieces is very good. I'm glad this isn't using hard lex, or as some people, not myself, some people in the Seiko community refer to it as soft lex, because it's not very hard.
Oh, right. It's a bit of a Seiko joke there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not known for its incredible endurance.
Okay.
But honestly, I'm really glad you included this. I do really like that subtle coin edge bezel.
Yes.
As well.
So do I.
Honestly, it's just stunning.
So you want to know another fun fact about it?
Always.
The strap is made from upcycled shoe leather. So it's sustainable too.
Well done, Seiko. I'd say
job.
this is definitely a nicer release than the Pepsi. It just feels a bit more
classic,
a little bit more for the love of watchmaking than just Pepsi collaboration. So next up, Fears have had a fairly excellent month.
Absolutely.
And they're actually going to be mentioned twice.
They are.
In this release lineup because, well, they've released, as of the time of recording, 3 new models this month.
Yes, which is quite a lot.
We won't talk about one of them. We'll just mention it. It's the Jump Hour Barleycorn
Plum.
Yeah, Barleycorn Plum, that's it, with a beautiful stamped guilloche dial, which from a distance looks white.
It's so good. It's so good.
It's gorgeous. They've introduced an open case back. They've added a little nameplate to 6 o'clock, which I think rebalances the dial brilliantly. So amazing release there. But that's all we'll say. You've talked about it more than enough with Rob the American.
Yeah, so I filmed a video last week with Rob the American, who came in to talk about Geneva Watch Days releases, and we did talk about the Barleycorn Plum Jump Hour. So if you'd like to hear more about it, then please do go and watch that video after this one. And
next up, we've got the Charcoal Rose, Brunswick 38. Case material is steel, which is,
steel.
316L steel. Not a lot to say about that. The movement, I really like this movement. The Le Joux Poiret D100, 50-hour power reserve. I mean, you can find it on much cheaper watches.
You can, but they don't have the attention to detail, the finishing and the design that this does.
This is the highest grade Le Joux Paré D100 you can possibly get.
Yeah. And they decorate it as well. Even if there's not a exhibition case back, the movements are all decorated by Fears as well.
Yeah, because they do that, so if you want to get an exhibition case back, you can literally just take it into the shop and they will take it to the HQ and they'll change it over for you.
That's very cool. I didn't know that either.
Literally, before they introduced exhibition casebacks the year after last, or was it last year, I believe, actually, people were astonished the fact they took in their they took in their watches without an exhibition caseback, and they went, "Oh, have you changed the movement as well?" And they were like, "No, all the movements were decorated. They all had custom rotorweights."
Wow. Even though you couldn't see them.
Yeah, it's like there is a secret about the other. Well, you know how the jump hours all use SW200s from Christopher Ward?
Yeah.
They use Christopher Ward's jump hour movement. All of the first generation of jump hours actually have Christopher Ward rotorweights.
Oh.
But if you now take in your old or your first generation jump hour, like Mallard Green or the Raven Black.
Because there was a Christopher Ward collaboration, wasn't there, with the launch of the jump hour as well?
Yeah. The original, which was the Alliance.
Yeah.
The British Watchmaking Alliance one in the red. So they all had Christopher Ward rotorweights.
Oh, interesting.
But now if you take them in to get the caseback changed, they will also change over the rotorweight so that you have a Fears rotorweight in there.
That's very cool.
Which is just a lovely.
Really speaks to the service that Fears give their customers and their owners, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, 100%. Like you buy a Fears or you have a Fears from any point in their very long, very storied history, you can apply for membership of the Fears Owners Club.
Yeah, you become part of the family.
I'm a member.
Yeah.
And I only bought a gimlet.
Yeah. Which is only half a Fears. Well, no, it's more than half a Fears.
But yeah, so the charcoal rose,
I think is my favourite dial on the Brunswick so far.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. It's my favourite.
It's so interesting.
Well, actually, it's not my favourite dial on any Brunswick.
Okay.
I prefer the Silver Noir.
That is a very cool one.
Which was 20-piece limited edition, solid silver case.
Very limited.
But this is probably top three.
So this has a granular black texture in the centre, surrounded by rose gold, 18 karat rose gold, and the numerals and the hands and the small seconds at 6 o'clock are all plated in 18 karat rose gold.
And yeah, I love it. I looked at it under a loupe 2 days ago at the Fears Boutique, and it's perfect.
It is.
Up close. It is absolutely perfect.
I just love the contrast between that and the black.
What I'm finding really interesting about these three new releases is all of them feel like a step up.
Yes.
From Fear's usual catalogue. Just a step up in complexity, a step up in finishing. But they're not charging more.
No.
The prices haven't gone up at all.
£3,450.
Yeah, the prices haven't gone up at all. Even with the tariffs, Fears have said to me outright, Richard France, who was lovely, we were at Best of British Watch Show with him, he said, oh yeah, Fears are just absorbing it. And I'm like, how?
Just incredible.
How can... I'm genuinely questioning, how can they afford to be doing that? But I'm not complaining because it just speaks to how lovely and great they are as a company.
And how they want to look after their customers.
Yeah, they don't want to gouge them at a time when
everything is already too expensive.
It's difficult out there.
Absolutely.
But yeah, this is gorgeous. I mean, you look at these up close, the attention to detail is stunning. They've got the hand enamelled clasp. I still think the most interesting of these three new releases, however, was the Redcliffe ES. It's Fear's first purpose-made sports watch.
Yeah, and it looks the part as well, doesn't it?
Hardened steel case. It's got that really cool black DLC bezel. It looks the part, and also most interestingly, I think, is the clasp on the strap, because it is Fear's first deployant clasp on a non-bracelet.
Oh, interesting.
Apparently it will slowly be rolled out to the rest of the line.
Okay.
But I mean, when I worked for Fears a year ago, there was talk of them developing a deployant clasp. So to see it now is very, very cool. Did you clock that?
I did clock that it was a deployant clasp. I didn't know that it was the first on a non-metal bracelet.
Yeah, and it's in full. I mean, I'm not even sure what it's made of, but it's very cool.
It matches the case design of the watch, doesn't it? With the dark kind of DLC coating.
It is a frosted DLC finish.
Okay, nice.
I mean, it's 150 meters water resistant.
Brilliant.
It has the Lejeune G100 with time and date, 68-hour power reserves, or power reserve rather. It's just a great watch.
It does look very cool.
It is very, very cool.
It's all the design that you need for a sports watch. Like, you don't need anything more than that.
I still wish they did it in titanium rather than this hardened steel.
I get that.
Because I think it would have differentiated it more.
Yeah.
And also still an amazing price, £3,350.
That is pretty good.
That is amazing, which there is certainly nothing to complain about there.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
And then going from one sports watch to another, I wanted to talk about the Micromilspec Worldtimer. So I was a fan of the tactical chronograph. I thought it was awesome. And they've just brought out a chronograph with a world time, with a date, all in the same case, with the same design. And it just looks so awesome. It's so cool.
I mean, it has been a year for very interesting, very well-priced world timers.
It has. It has.
Like, for example, even arriving today, I was wearing a Nomos world timer, which is one of my favourite watches of the year. That the only thing that could possibly take it off my wrist was this.
Yeah.
But this is very, very cool as well.
It's cool. So this is a 42mm stainless steel bead blasted case, and the bezel on this is ceramic as well. So it's super tough, super hardened. This is 40, I think I mentioned 42mm, but it's also 15mm thick. But having worn the tactical chronograph of similar dimensions, they wear smaller than that might suggest. 42 and 15 are big numbers when it comes to case sizes, but I think these wear smaller. This is powered by the Lejeune LP122, and it's not limited. It's available on a rubber, and this is retailing for £2,900. See,
that is incredible.
That is good value.
Like, that is amazing value for that list of features.
Absolutely. It's a spec monster, really, isn't it?
Chronograph, world timer, 200-meter water resistance.
The only thing I'm not a huge fan of in this design is the way they've done the date wheel. So it's kind of... It's very similar to some of the IWC pilot chronograph date wheels that they used to have.
There's quite a few Bell & Ross.
Yes, that's the same. So it shows the date both before and after. So you've got 3 days, and then there's an arrow pointing to the wheel. You'll be able to see when you look at the pictures. But for me, I just find it busies the dial unnecessarily because it's kind of useless information.
It is useless information. If it's the 22nd today, I sort of know that it's going to be...
Yesterday was the 21st and tomorrow will be the 23rd.
Yeah, that's sort of how numbers work.
It is.
Like, I can count.
Yeah, and if you can tell the time, you can count. So you don't really need to know. But
yeah, I sort of know how linear time.
I mean, let us know in the comments because it's probably it's a design thing that's not purposeful, but is thought about just from a design point of view. And so let us know in the comments if you do like the look of this. And it is probably one of those things that is a callback to old mil-spec watches and stuff. Yeah. But for me, it's just unnecessary. Yeah. Yeah. Other than that, absolutely love this watch. Yeah. I think it's brilliant. I'd rather, if I want to know what today is, tomorrow is, and yesterday is, I'd much rather have something like a pointer date where you can see what 4 days is. Yeah. Or 4 days before you is. Yeah. Yeah. Or even 20 days ago. Oh my gosh. Mind blown. Yeah, so a pointer date, I think, is a much better implementation of that piece of useless information. I would agree with that. So yeah, that would be my biggest issue with that. But the value for money is incredible. And the integrated ish design. It's a very cool look. I mean, it does annoy me a little bit that it's just got that little notch out of it on the strap, so you can't just fully put on what you want. I suppose you could, it would just have to be thinner, wouldn't it? Yeah, but that's so annoying. Yeah, it depends. Yeah. But that's such a small niggle, though. Yeah. Tiny details. We have to find things that are negative sometimes. Yeah. Just because otherwise it just seems like we're gushy. A bit more balanced, you know. Yeah.
And there's not a lot to complain about with that.
No, not so. No, and we have picked these releases because they are our favourites. So,
yeah, I just don't want to gush.
Yeah, no, I get that.
About everything.
I may gush about this.
Me too. It has been a month for Vacheron.
Yeah, absolutely. So, well, it's been a year for Vacheron, hasn't it? 'Cause
Yeah.
they're celebrating 270 years as a watchmaker, which is just mind-blowing.
I mean, there is a couple pieces to talk about from Vacheron.
There are.
We'll talk about this first. Another one I will just touch on because it is a insane limited release. But we, of course, have the Perpetual calendar ultra thin. Mm-hmm. I mean, wow.
This, I think, might be my favourite overseas.
Yeah.
It's just beautiful.
I mean, I'm not going to question that. I maybe prefer the open worked one.
Too busy for me.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Well, it's like how my favourite Royal Oak overall is the dual balance wheel open work.
That is stunning.
Yeah.
But if I had to own one again, I'd pick something with a dial. Skeletonized dials for me just don't do it. But this has two dials to choose from. So we've got the yellow gold case and bracelet, which has a yellow gold dial, and then a full white gold case and bracelet, which has a beautiful rich burgundy. Oh, it's incredible.
I'm not sure which one I would choose, but if you made me choose in this particular moment, it would be the yellow gold.
Okay, interesting. I'll take the burgundy. So shall we pop to Vacheron now and get one each and differentiate?
That works really well because if they only have one of each, then
perfect. And they're only retailing for £106,000.
Is that all?
That is all.
That's
bargain.
I mean, I'll take one of each then.
Oh, okay.
For myself, none for you.
None for me.
None
You're not going to buy me one as a present. No, that's sad. These are slightly larger on the case size, the case diameter. So these are 41.5 mil. But because, again, they're integrated, they will wear smaller than that number would suggest.
Are they doing the usual overseas trick and coming with a rubber with it as well?
Yeah. So
that's very cool.
You buy them on the bracelet. The full gold is available with a blue and a white rubber strap.
Yeah.
And then the white gold is available in burgundy and white. And the burgundy matches the dial.
That is amazing. That is something I appreciate about Vacheron because they don't price gouge you for a piece of rubber.
No.
Which most other...
A lot of other brands would.
Even every other member of the Holy Trinity would.
Yeah, they would.
They'd make you buy something on a bracelet and then charge you $1,000 for a rubber strap.
Yeah, it happens.
But Vacheron, I mean, you're paying £106,000 for a watch.
Yeah, I'd hope to get a rubber strap.
They can include a rubber strap with a little bit of gold on the buckle.
Absolutely.
So thank you, Vacheron, for thinking of your clients. And that's
thinking of your clients that like to go swimming with them as well.
Yeah, that's nothing to take away from Patek and AP. I love them both too. Mm-hmm. And I also dislike them for other reasons. Yeah. But in this particular case, Vacheron is winning for just including that.
Absolutely. They're also winning in case thickness because this is a automatic perpetual calendar movement cased up in full precious metal that is 8.1 millimeters thick.
I mean, it is in the name.
It is ultra thin.
Ultra thin. 8.1 millimeters is insane for a precious metal perpetual calendar watch. Like, that is ridiculous.
That slimness is thanks to the 1120 QP-1, which is a 40-hour power reserve, and the movement itself is 4.05 millimeters thick.
That is ridiculous.
That's crazy.
Like, it's times like this that Vacheron really wow me with their watchmaking chops. And to be honest, they do that all the time.
Every day.
They do that every year at Watches and Wonders. For example, they had that watch this year, which was not even available to purchase. That was the most complicated wristwatch in history.
Yeah.
And just to quickly touch on it as well, Vacheron did just make the, I don't even know how to say this, the Métiers d'Art Tribute to the Quest of Time. A 20-piece limited edition inspired by an automaton clock masterpiece that they just unveiled today. I mean, look how insane this is.
It's just mind-blowing that...
The artistry.
Yeah, something that complex can still tell time. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, I am astonished endlessly by the things that Vacheron do. The dial colour, on the press release is listed as double sapphire dial with blue fume treatment, 3-dimensional titanium figure with golden treatment and with sandblasted patina finish, titanium 3D precision moon, hand engraved with PVD treatment. That's quite a colour.
Yeah, and what does that even mean?
I mean, that's amazing.
So Vacheron, isn't it?
Yeah, that is. I mean, the functions of this watch are a double retrograde hours and minutes in continuous display and standby mode, or 3D precision moon. I mean, double retrograde power reserve, a sidereal day.
Sidereal day?
Sidereal day.
Oh, sidereal day.
Sidereal.
I still don't know what it means.
A sky chart.
Okay.
I mean, price on request, obviously, but I just wanted to acknowledge that because that's another watch from this month.
That is watchmaking insanity.
Perfection.
Yeah.
Essentially. Because, I mean, the hours and minutes are literally a dude doing this as a retrograde. So Vacheron have just nailed it.
They have.
Endlessly nailed it.
Absolutely.
So,
and what a way to celebrate 270 years in business.
I mean, I just find the stuff that they do, the high complications that they do, endlessly more interesting, unfortunately, than Patek or AP.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
They
seem to have more fun with it.
They do. They experiment more. They push the boat out a little bit, but they still make it beautiful and high quality every single time.
I mean, Patek as a platform have like stuff like the Grandmaster Chime and stuff, but I feel like that's just a bit played out now. Whereas
yeah, I get that. Yeah.
Whereas Vacheron is, I mean, they're celebrating themselves by doing cool stuff.
Yeah. Happy birthday to myself.
Happy birthday, Vacheron.
To be fair, I always buy myself the
you.
best presents, so that's what they're doing.
I mean, they're making themselves presents.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, and then selling them. So well done, Vacheron. Like, genuinely, I just wanted to cover that because it's amazing.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. Let's talk about what's on your wrist now.
Oh, should I take it off?
Yeah, I'll go for it.
I will give it to you to play with.
Yeah, to have a look.
Because, honestly, I'm really impressed with this.
So am I.
We've got the Fears and Studio Underdog O2 Series Manhattan. Now, based off the wild success that was the Gimlet, I mean, having spoken to the guys over at Studio Underdog, they did not expect all 200 rather, of the Gimlet to go as quickly as they did. They actually had an email sign up, so if there were any left, you could buy them online and stuff. But they said, oh, well, this was unprecedented demand. They're all gone.
You managed to get your hands on one, didn't you?
I did get one.
Yeah.
Terry got one too.
What time did you start queuing outside Linley Hall?
I was queued outside at 6:30 in the morning.
That's rough.
Yeah, and it opened at 10.
Okay.
I'd gone to the Gimlet launch event the night before as well.
Very nice.
So I barely slept. I mean,
you were that excited. Must have been like Christmas for you.
I mean, I also was sleeping in a below ground travel lodge next to Vauxhall tube station. So when a train went past, everything on my desk shook.
Nice.
Yeah, it was incredible. It was the worst, one of the worst hotel rooms I've ever slept in. So I can't say I slept at all that weekend. And like Adrian Barker and Andrew Morgan, everyone was at that. Brit.
Yeah.
They were all at this
Andrew
event.
McCutcheon.
Yeah. So off the back of that, they are releasing a watch for Wind Up that's taking place in what city?
Well, New York, but specifically Manhattan in New York.
Yeah, Manhattan, which, following on from the cocktail theme, this is named after the Manhattan. I mean, I can't even remember what goes into a Manhattan. It's a
rye
whiskey
whiskey,
base.
vermouth, bitters, garnished with a brandied cherry.
Oh, you're a lot higher class than me, aren't you?
I've just been doing the review, so I've been learning about cocktails.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I knew it was whiskey based, which explains the colour.
Yeah.
And it also explains, judging from what you just said.
Brandied cherry on the back.
Yeah, that is really cool. Again, it's all the same specs as the Gimlet. Mm-hmm. So 38mm diameter, 12mm thickness. It's featuring the Sleater SW210 movement. What is different about this is not 200 pieces.
Okay.
It's 300.
Ooh.
Giving people a bit more of an opportunity to get one.
Which
and
is
also,
good 'cause attendance for Wind Up is huge. So
yeah, it's going to be a bit larger.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's going to be first come, first serve basis again. But what I will say is Fears and Studio Underdog handled that first come, first serve amazingly at British watchmakers. Everyone who got in queue was given a little lime wedge to queue up with. And if you had a lime wedge, it guaranteed you a watch. So you couldn't push into the queue or anything.
I don't think there was anyone that came away from that experience disappointed. Even the people that couldn't get one, they weren't disappointed because it was handled brilliantly.
Yeah.
So yeah, massive credit to the team there.
All very fairly. I think the only people who were disappointed were the people at Fears and Studio Underdog for seeing how quickly some of them ended up on eBay.
Yeah, that's true. But that's inevitable with these kind of things, isn't it?
But I mean, this watch is beautiful.
I just can't stop looking at this dial.
Yeah.
I mean, just fiddling around with it, like reflecting the light, and you've got that kind of depth to it, and the colour, and the way it shines. It's beautiful.
Also, so the gimlet was £1,000. This is $1,300.
Okay.
Which I think that's roughly
works out about the same at the current exchange rate.
Yeah, which is, I mean, again, I don't think there's anything to moan about with this.
Oh no, not at all.
It's also not a loomed dial, is it? It's loomed indexes and hands.
Yeah, so it's much more classic design. The gimlet was out and out fun, out and out Studio Underdog. Part of me does kind of miss the loom dial thing, but I think because this is so classic, and the colourway adds to that classic aesthetic, having just the numerals hands and indices loomed is probably a good design move.
Honestly, Studio Underdog, Fears. I mean, Fears have just been on a roll, so have Studio Underdog, so we just had to talk about this. And when I arrived wearing the Worldtimer, and you had this available to wear, I was like, yeah, that's
having that.
Yeah, I'll just go home with it. Oh, this is,
brilliant.
Staying with me forever now. I'm just going to steal it.
Okay, I'm sorry to interject once again. I did this in the last episode, but brands keep releasing things after we finish filming, and I just can't not talk about them. Tudor have just announced this morning a brand new addition to the 1926 line. This is the Lunar. This is a moon phase available in 3 different dial colours. You've got the black, you've got the gold, and you've got the amazing blue. Tudor and blue, best combination ever. I absolutely love the blue. I think it looks stunning. I love the fact that they've simplified the design, but at the same time that has just elevated the 1926 into something that I thought felt kind of neglected in the Tudor lineup, into something which really now feels like it's had some thought put into it, and the design is beautiful. It's got a 7-link bracelet that I think is stunning. And while this is still using the same Salita-derived movement, it is still regulated to within plus or minus 4 seconds a day, so that's a really good improvement there. This is priced at £2,260, and I think for the money, this is a brilliant, brilliant watch, and potentially my next dress watch. I absolutely love it. So, product spotlight. This is where we highlight some of the new or interesting products that we have on the WatchGecko website. Something a bit different this month, though, because we've got a very fancy new camera angle. Look at this. This is Mario's very handy work. He's done an amazing job setting this up, so you can get to see the products in much greater detail.
This is why we love Mario, because he is behind amazing things like this.
He's very talented.
So first up, we
have a WatchGecko classic. This is none other than the Highley. This is our padded leather strap, which is just classic in style, classic in materials, classic in colours as well. And it just works really well on every single watch. You can see that I'm wearing it at the moment on the Speedmaster. This is the light brown colour, and I just love the way that it kind of sets off the black dial nicely. And that's a 6mm of padding, which means that the kind of dome to the leather flows very nicely into the case of this slightly thicker watch.
I mean, when you say padded, you really mean padded.
Oh, it is really padded, yeah.
6mm of padding, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you can see that there's just a beautiful dome to it. And that is not only comfortable to wear, but also just stylistically beautiful.
It flows into the case nicely.
Yeah, we make a lot of different leather straps, but I just find myself keep coming back to this one because it's so classic, so good. And when I pictured a leather strap in my mind, I thought of the Highley.
I mean, even all the stitching's very nice. It's all Italian leather, isn't it?
It is. Italian leather. These are handmade as well.
Same as everything on WatchGecko. It's all 316L steel hardware. All the colours are lovely. So we have got the black, we've got the blue, we've got the reef, we've got the reddish brown, and then we've got the chocolate brown and the light brown that Tom is very thoughtfully wearing too. And also the price is very, very good at only £68. I mean, they've even got quick release spring bars.
Yes.
So everything about them.
No need for tools here.
No. Oh, we hate using tools. Everything must have as few tools as possible. So I'm very happy. Okay. I mean, tapers down to 2.5 mil.
Yeah.
So what's there to complain about? We've also got one other product to show, haven't we?
We have. Something a bit different.
And next up, this isn't a pride flag that we have in front of us. It's actually a whole other product called the TidalPass strap.
Yes, so this is a brand new product for us this month.
And it's amazing. I've not seen anything like this really before.
Well, it's kind of one of those things that you would think would exist, but a lot of times doesn't, because rubber being the perfect waterproof material for a lot of straps, and then the kind of military style being so popular, you'd think someone would combine the two. So we're really excited to bring these out. These are a single pass FKM rubber military style strap. And these are available, as you can see, in a lot of different colours, but they're also available in a few different lug widths. So we have them in 20, 21 and 22 millimetres. Shall I go through all the colours?
Go through all the colours. I mean, I'm just having a play with the white.
It's beautiful. Well, it's not just white. That is, in fact, sail white. We also have portside red, storm grey, starboard green, marooned burgundy, harbour brown, admiral navy, trench black, sand beige, beacon yellow, and, of course, lifeboat orange. I
mean, that is a really good array of colours. And what I will say as well is, why haven't these existed for ages? It's nice premium FKM rubber, as you've said, and they just feel great.
They are super comfortable, and I think having the choice of something a bit more bold or a bit more classic is really good. So if you've got something, for example, like a gimlet that we mentioned before, you might whack it on something brightly coloured. Or if you've got a Speedmaster or a Seamaster Professional, then you want something that can go anywhere with you when you're doing your snorkeling trips or your diving trips. Then
that is going to dry faster than a traditional nylon single pass or double pass.
Oh yeah, that's a really good point, actually.
Yeah, because these are going to dry a lot faster.
Yeah, because the water won't go in them because they're fully water resistant.
Yeah,
which is very cool.
Exactly.
So you could jump in the water, have these on your wrist for the whole time, and then go straight to dinner afterwards. That's actually a really, really good point. That is the one issue I have with a traditional nylon. They stay wet for a while, don't they? They do. Yeah. They really, really do. The price on these is also amazing at £38. I mean, standard nylon you'd expect to be between 20 and 30. So for a product that I think is a little bit more interesting. Yeah, the material cost of the premium FKM rubber definitely elevates it. Not unique, but a little bit more unique than a standard nylon. Yeah. Yeah, and the FKM rubber, as you have just said, is amazing. Full range of colours, and they just feel great. So £38, I think, is sort of perfect. They are lovely. We're very proud of them. You should be. Amazing. If you would like to get some more updates about new products on the website, or deals or offers or sales, then please do use the link down below in the description to sign up to our email list. Thank you. So welcome back to Community Corner. This is the part of the show where we hear from you, the enthusiasts, and we post a new question every single month for you to answer and get the debate flowing. So the question for this month was, if you could only collect watches from one brand, which would it be? And we had a lot of responses, so thank you so much to everyone that commented on the Instagram post and the YouTube post. And we're going to take a look at what you guys said. Omega wins. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's even a question of it. I mean, if so many people said Omega. 25 people said Omega, which is, that's a large amount. That is a large number. For context, the next highest mentioned one was Seiko with 13 people. Yeah. And then there's quite a mix after that. But yeah, Omega by a landslide have won that. I think that's quite a good answer. I think it is too. Because they make such a diverse range of different watches. They've got everything from like the DeVille's, the Seamaster range, which spans everything from dressy chronographs up to the Professional and the Pro Plof as well. And then you've got things like the Speedmaster as well, which has a range within itself. I think if you wanted to have quality watches across the board that were so varied, then I mean, if we're just removing Omega pricing and stuff from the equation, which we are, because we don't care about this in this hypothetical world. Because obviously you're not only allowed to collect one watch or one watch brand. In this hypothetical world, there is no budget.
Yeah, honestly, I think that's an excellent choice. So obviously we had Seiko as well, and I think that's also a really good choice because, I mean, you've got everything from Seiko 5 on the lower end.
Yeah.
You've got Seiko Prospects, you've got Seiko Presage, you've got...
Are we counting Grand Seiko and Creedor in that as well?
That's what I was going to ask. If you're including Grand Seiko and Creedor, then I think Seiko didn't even occur to me, and Seiko might actually be the winner for me.
Okay, interesting.
Because Grand Seiko...
We've had a few people that said Grand Seiko specifically, irrespective of Seiko themselves, but I
mean, even just Grand Seiko by themselves are a pretty good answer.
Yeah, because they're pretty varied in their model range, aren't they?
And I mean, I think if you include Grand Seiko, you can include Creedor. I think you can include those two together, but it might be a stretch to include it with, say, like Seiko 5 and Creedor as the same brand.
Possibly.
Yeah.
You're saying that you agree with Seiko and Omega as being top picks, but that's not what you said. What brand did you say?
So I agree with Seiko and Omega as the choices people have made.
Yes, but what was
I'm not saying they're wrong at all. I chose Vacheron, which 4 other people, so 5 total, have agreed with me.
You weren't the only one.
I mean, as many people said Vacheron as said Rolex.
Which surprised me. I would have thought more people would have said Rolex because it's Rolex.
I mean, and Rolex do have a weirdly wide array of watches.
They do, yeah. It's maybe not as diverse as Omega and Seiko by any stretch, but it is still quite diverse.
But for me, I chose Vacheron because, I mean, they've got the historic collection.
Yeah.
They've got the 56. They've got the overseas.
Yeah.
They've got the 222.
Yeah.
All of these are incredible watches.
Yeah.
All of these I'd happily own, and it's quite a wide array.
It is, yeah.
So if I could only own watches from one brand, I mean, I'd own Vacheron because pretty much all of those watches I just said are grail pieces for me.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like the 1921 is one of my absolute grail dress watches, specifically in 36mm.
Yeah, they are beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, I love it. Other answers we had, Longines.
Yeah, that's a good one. Quite diverse, quite varied, mid-price as well. So,
I mean,
kind of attainable if we're putting a budget on this hypothetical scenario.
If we look at some one-off answers that we had, I mean, Hoya.
Yeah.
Not even Tag Hoya, just Hoya.
I guess because you've got the the historical side of the brand, you've got more options, I guess.
Only 3 people said Patek, which surprised me. Yeah. As many people said Zenith as Patek.
I think that makes more sense because Zenith have quite a wide array as well. But I suppose we're kind of focusing on brands that have a wide array of models, but what we haven't considered is that these are also brands of super high quality. There's no brand that we've mentioned so far that hasn't just made great watches consistently. So maybe that's a consideration for people as well. Because if you can only buy one brand, you'd want to know that you're getting the best every time.
Yeah.
To me, it's not just about diversity.
I mean, that does make me question why people have said Omega or Seiko.
Ouch.
Because, well, I'm sorry, but Seiko do have major QC issues on their lower end pieces, and Omega have been missing the mark at points recently. And not on everything. They still make some incredible watches, but there have been specific pieces that have missed the mark. For example, that yacht racing giant Annie Digi.
What, the Y33?
Yeah. I didn't like that.
I've just had a look at the YouTube comments, and my theory might have just been blown out the window because someone, PZ Wolski, commented AliExpress.
Oh gosh.
So maybe that theory is not quite as strong as I thought it was. We've got someone who says, if super rich, Patek, but unfortunately it's Seiko mid-range only at the moment. But there's no budget, so we'll go with Patek. So there's another one for Patek.
Tissot? Yeah,
we got a couple of people say Tissot. We got Nomos in the YouTube comments.
That's actually not a bad shout. They make a good range.
They do.
I wish they made a good chronograph.
In-house movements as well.
Yeah.
So there's that to its
Rado.
Its quiver to its bow. Feather to its arrow. I can't remember what the saying is.
Someone said Rado.
Yeah, which is an interesting choice.
I'm sorry, but I can't
If you love Rado,
I can't see that. From my perspective, it's not something I would choose.
no, but if you love Rado, then yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people that love Rado. They've got a very strong audience, but I just can't see myself ever choosing Rado.
Inhale.exhale2527 said, how stupid is this? So,
That's not very nice.
sorry about that.
Moses is a good choice.
Quite a few people in YouTube were saying Sin. I didn't get that on Instagram, but on YouTube we did, which is interesting.
I think they make watches, they're a little bit too specific in one specific niche for me to choose them for anything. Same with CWC or Hamilton. Just too specific.
A bit too niche.
Someone
I get that.
here said Casio.
Casio's great.
You can't be telling me. I mean, I think we should have said no budget.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, because that would have given us, I think, a bit of a more truer representation.
The F91W is kind of the ultimate watch.
That's true. I mean, or Grandmaster Chime from Patek. They do the same stuff.
Yeah. Basically the same watch. Same, but different.
Basically the same watch. I'm surprised more people haven't said Lange.
I'm kind of not, because they are very much... You see a Lange, you know a Lange, and it's kind of like the Rado thing where you would only own just Lange if you loved Lange, out and out.
I mean, have you seen the Odysseus?
I have. I'm not saying that they're not incredible, and I wouldn't quite happily own a collection of just fully Lange, but if... Oh, do you not like the Odysseus?
Oh, I love the Odysseus. It's,
okay.
It's one of my
So
favorite.
you're agreeing
it's
with
just,
me then?
yeah, but it's just you're besmirching Lange. You're saying you wouldn't choose Lange.
If I could only choose one brand, no, I'm not choosing Lange. As much as I love them,
Fair enough.
it's just, it's not. They're so Lange is Lange.
Okay.
Thank you so much to everyone that responded to that. If you would like to take part in next month's question, then please do keep your eyes on Instagram and YouTube for the post. We'd love to hear your responses and get the debate going once again next month.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy this section.
So do I.
It's fun.
Okay, set the date. So this is a segment where we'll be highlighting some of the upcoming watch shows and events that we think you need to know about. The first one upcoming, which is actually not very far away at all, 10th of October. This is the Fellows celebration for the World Watch Day.
I mean, I just checked my watch
neither of us
see the
have
date, so that was really smart. But yeah.
So this is an event being held at the Fellows Townhouse in Mayfair, and it's being organised by the Watch Collectors Club. So if you'd like to get involved, then make sure you check out the Watch Collectors Club
That is quite a cool
website. Oh, it's a beautiful, beautiful building.
I mean, Mayfair just implies pure luxury.
It is pure class. It's full of art, old furniture, and there's going to be some amazing watches there as well. So please do check out the Watch Collectors Club
Incredible
website for more information.
And then next up, we've got the Bristol Watch Show, which we'll both be at.
We will both be at the Bristol Watch Show. This is actually the last episode of Time to Unwind that will come out before the Bristol Watch Show on November 1st. So this is your last reminder to make sure you go over to their website and get tickets for yourself, because this is going to be a lot of fun. Again, very classy because it's held at the Clifton Club. I've seen pictures of the venue. It looks stunning.
It is pure class. I mean, it's so classy that there's actually going to be an art gallery.
There is.
Exhibiting there.
There is.
Hidden art gallery, which the girls from there are lovely. I mean, a friend of mine just bought a Picasso from there the other day.
Oh, what kind of friends do you have?
A Picasso print.
Okay.
It's a lithograph of some ceramic
that's still
work.
expensive, yeah.
Yeah, which is incredible. So
Wow.
they currently have like a Salvador Dali exhibit and stuff on. It's
Amazing.
It's incredible. But yeah, the Clifton Club is amazing.
Shall I mention some of the brands that are coming? Well, all of the brands.
All of the brands are from the southwest of England.
Yes, it's a celebration of this part of England, and we're very proud to be a part of this part of England and this lineup of brands.
Yes.
Shall I mention some of the brands that are going to be there?
Yeah, go on then.
So, included are Fears, Ember, Horological Underground, Alkin, MHD, Maystone, Pompeek, Drayton, Bold Timepieces, Abinger, Elliot Brown, Luthier Watches, and the very talented artist Sophie Scott Lewis. And, of course, can't be forgetting the most important, Gekota will be there.
Yes. I mean, Gekota are obviously the most important.
To us, because we're very proud to have our own in-house watch brand.
Yeah.
So if you have been looking to get hands-on with any of these brands or would like to meet the people behind them, then please do come on down to the Bristol Watch Show. It's not your first time at the Bristol Watch Show, actually, is it?
No, it's not.
And we've got a little fun picture to share with you guys of George, little baby George. Well, only a year ago, but still.
26 years old. I would like to say a special thank you to Fears as well, because the Bristol Watch Show is, I mean, it was established by Fears.
Yes.
It's paid for by Fears.
Yes.
Set up by them, hosted by them. So Fears are the masterminds behind it. So thank you so much to them.
Yeah. We are very honoured to be included again.
This seems like a bit of a Fears episode.
It is very Fears focused, but I mean, how can you not talk about Fears?
I mean, yeah, Fears are incredible. I mean, I think you've fallen in love with them having talked to Richard.
Absolutely, yeah. Just talking, even 5 minutes talking with Richard.
Yeah,
I mean, you fall in love with the
I
brand.
mean, his job title at Fears is brand expert.
Yes, and he is an expert. He knows literally everything there is to know about Fears. He is amazing. So
thank you, Fears, for hosting us. I'm very excited. Now, I hope that picture wasn't on the screen for very long.
Put it up again.
No! I'm swatting it away. There we go. Go away.
Brilliant.
Thank you so much for watching this episode of Time to Unwind.
Yes, if you have enjoyed the episode, then please do give it a like. And while you're down there, make sure to subscribe to the WatchGecko channel.
But until then, I've been George.
And I've been Tom.
And we'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.